So, if you're a creator and you are looking to join an agency, but you're quite skeptical because what has happened in the past few, let's say 2 years, is agencies come and they just ruin the whole space by giving false hope to creators. Now, if you're an agency and you're actually looking to sign a creator, make sure you don't have these mistakes or you don't do any of these things, because if you do, the chances that you will sign a good creator is really low. So, and as I said, if you're a creator yourself and you want to join an agency, just look out for these things and make sure that all these boxes are basically ticked off. So first off is the introduction to agencies. Now, agencies promise usually marketing, fan engagement, and content strategies, but predatory contracts can harm earnings and freedom, meaning that they promise you the world and basically don't deliver on what they say, and basically take all your money in the process while keeping you in a contract. Okay, so new creators especially are actually really vulnerable to bad deals because they are new. They have shiny object syndrome, meaning like, oh, another agency reached out to me, I'll take it. Okay, and if you're a new creator especially, don't do this. Do your research and talk to other creators that have had agencies in the past and talk to them, see what's up, see what's the good thing, the bad thing about this agency. And if the agency doesn't have any, I would say, reviews or past clients, just listen to them at least. The worst that can happen is, you have a bit more value or a bit more information about agencies or how they operate. Okay, so an example of this is a loss of account control or an unfair revenue split. And we'll get to this in just a second. Now, you have to ensure your agency's contracts, if you were to sign with one, ensure that this agency's contract complies with OnlyFans' terms of services as well as the laws, okay? Because I've seen contracts that are horrific. And I mean, they take insane revenue splits and they keep you on a contract for the longest time ever. So just make sure of that. Now, again, verify the agency's legitimacy before signing. And how can you do that is by looking them up, or you can actually talk to other creators that they have worked with. Just ask them if they are legit. They will just be like, hey, this, and this person. Now, learn these red flags and just stay away from the agencies that actually have these red flags. Now, red flags 1 and 2 is vague contracts. So not really being super specific about what, how, when, etc. If the contract is vague, ask for a more clear version of that contract, or rather don't sign with them, okay? But if you really want to sign with them and you just don't understand the contract really, maybe ask someone someone that's professional in contracts, such as a lawyer. Ask them and they can check it out, or ask the agency themselves for a more clear version. Now, read the fine print, have a lawyer, as I said, review for clarity on fees, services, and rights. Now, red flag 2 is promises of top 1% or instant wealth. This is a major red flag, because what usually happens is, where's the drawing tool? So what usually happens is month 1 will be, let's say you're at 5K now, okay? Month 2 will probably be something like 7K. Month 3 will be something maybe like 12K. And maybe after that, month 4 is your breakthrough. So meaning month 4 could be your, let's say 20K mark. Okay, so it basically all just depends on you and how much you trust this agency. So now, getting back, avoid agencies with hidden clauses, okay? Because Your hidden clauses is what helps the agency and not you. Now, ensure the contract also aligns with the OnlyFans terms of services, as I said. Now, moving on, red flags 3 and 4 is high revenue splits. So 60 to 70 is way too high. I would rather go for a 40 to 50%, as obviously the agency will be doing most of the work, taking all that stress off the back. So don't go for anything above 50%. I mean, you can, but rather stick to something 40 to 50%, which is your industry standard. Now, red flag number 4 is demanding full account access. An agency would never demand full account access, not directly. What they will do is use a software called Inflow. So that's what we use, and that's how we manage our creators' OF, by not directly accessing her account. Now, never share your logins and only grant limited access. So this can be done through Inflow, and that's why we use it rather than actually like other agencies logging directly into the person's OF. Okay, so make sure to retain your account ownership, as it is super important, and use OF secure platform for transactions. So some people take crypto, some people take bank transfers. I wouldn't suggest that. Use something like Skrill, Paxum. There's a few. I did cover that in another video as well. So red flag 5 is non-compete clauses or high exit fees. If there is a high exit fee, don't sign with them, okay? And you need to protect yourself. So research the agency reviews, contracts, feedback, etc. Ask other creators as well, and negotiate your terms. Like, that is normal, okay? Negotiate with them. Be like, hey, listen, like 60% is way too much. Like, that's not going to work for me. And most of the times they'll be like, okay, fine, we'll drop down, which I wouldn't suggest. If they are going to drop down, it's more likely that they're only just scouring for clients rather than actually wanting to help you in a professional manner. So track your earnings as well. Make sure that you track it for your tax, okay? Now, conclusion and your action plan, which I will give you now, as always, is avoid agencies with vague contracts, false promises, high splits, access demands, or restrictive clauses. As well, protect your career and engage in the community, okay? So go maybe on Reddit, Instagram, wherever you can find this agency, and share your experiences, okay? Or ask about them, right? Now, for your action items, research the agencies via reviews, Reddit, and creator feedback, as I just said. Read the contracts carefully or hire a lawyer to review for hidden fees or clauses. So make sure to just check it out. You don't need to hire a lawyer, but it would be on the smarter side, because obviously they have a knowledge of contracts, okay? So just read through the contracts carefully if you don't want to hire a lawyer, and negotiate a 40 to 50% split rather than your 60 to 70% cuts, okay? Now, never share your account's full access, and grant limited permission only through something called Inflow. There are a few others, but most agencies should use Inflow. Now, promote safely on X, Instagram, TikTok, whatever that may be, with safe for work content, and track your earnings for taxes. But yeah, thank you guys. I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.